Good day, everyone. I want to thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to join us here today. Before we get started with the new indexed annuities that Ocean View just launched on the 19th, I do have some important information to share about who we are here at IAMS and a quick highlight of why our agents love working with our team. We do have, first thing I want to highlight today is going to be our commitment to delivering best-in-class customer service for our agents. And one way we do this is you can always reach a live person during our business hours here at 800-255-5055. We strive to answer your phone call with an IAMS employee within 2 rings or less. So as you see on our screen, our new producer builders are for those of you that are new to us here at IAMS. These bonuses, they're available based on your production level within your first 180 days of contracting with us. We have great levels that you can qualify at, and as you can see inside each of the levels, there's some great options for you. We've got incredible business building tools, personal perks for you, and even cash rewards available. If you'd like to know where you stand towards your new producer builder, or if you would like to have a conversation about how to achieve that next level, you can give any one of us a call here at 800-255-5055. Another business builders program we provide for our agents is our referred producer program. I do see a couple of advisors on with us today that have taken advantage of this program. Our business on the wholesale side of the industry is similar to yours in the field, in that one of the best leads we could ever obtain is a referral from one of our valued producers. This is why we want to make it worth your while to refer a producer to us. When you do, and they get contracted, we will cut you a $50 thank you check. Now, where the real money comes in is as your referral writes business, you do receive an override on that business. Our ownership team, Charles, Steve, Curtis, and Chris, sign checks for thousands of dollars every quarter. And with that, if you can think of anyone that could benefit from doing business with our team, please type their information into the questions box, or you can email me that information. Below that is our marketing reimbursement program, which is our most popular program that we offer. For every $100,000 in FIA premium, it gets you $100 in your marketing reimbursement account. Now, why this is so popular and lucrative to our advisors is that we truly do consider this to be your money. You have the flexibility on what services, when, and who you use these funds with. It is your marketing reimbursement. We don't tell you the vendors you have to use. We do recommend vendors that we partner with and leverage reduced rates and preferred services. We also have our creative team to create a marketing strategy and provide in-house services. So if you'd like to know how much is in your marketing reimbursement account or have a conversation about how to utilize it, give your sales director a call here at the office. We'd love to speak to you about it. Back office support, this is another way that we add value to your practice. This is the core of IAMS and how Charles Schuring founded us years ago. We want to help the independent advisor work smarter, not harder. We are going to be doing so with great business building tools and resources. Advanced case design assistance, life and annuity quotes is an area that we assist with. We're going to get you those illustrations within 24 hours. Frankly, it'll be a lot sooner than that, usually within the hour. Submission to commission support is handled by our new business teams. Mackenzie heads up the annuity side. Michelle heads up the life side. We have fantastic teams who work tirelessly to help you get commission quicker. We will scrub your applications, submit them on your behalf, do the administrative tracking, and get you updates on that case as needed. We do this to ensure you get commission as quickly as possible. This is a service that we provide to our valued agents and how we help you grow your business by keeping you in front of clients while our team handles the back office support for you. Our website is a great tool for those of you that are our producers to use. Another reason to work with IAMS. Now, once you've contracted, you have full access to everything you see on the slide and so much more at iamsinc.com. If you haven't registered for the website, very easy to do. When we're done with this call, go ahead, create an account. We'd love to see you on there. You do have a lot of great resources available to you, including illustration tools, online forums, product grids, product news. Also, industry updates are going to be there for you as well. Technology is where the industry is going. Luma, it is our newest partnership to streamline the application process. Most of our carriers are now on the Luma Firelight e-app platform, so you can go to one site to submit your business. There's some carriers that are going to e-app only for some of their product lines, and will also offer extra comp for utilizing that e-app platform. So make sure you check with your sales director before you submit that paper app if you can earn more by doing e-app. We do have a full in-house creative team. We can help you help your practice, and a lot of times they're turnkey and available for you. Many of our sales resources are white labeled, so we can simply impose your contact information and business logos onto it. Speaking of logos, agency solutions, it is an expertise for our team. If you haven't created a full customized brand for you or your agency, we can help you with that. This is going to assist you with name recognition, which grows your natural market organically. Lastly, digital marketing solutions are a very popular topic around IAMS. We can help you with websites, social media marketing, email marketing, and so much more. The internet and social media sites are where the overwhelming majority of the prospects go for information, making sure you're accessible and represented in those marketing lanes. It's beneficial to growing your business. You can reach out to myself or one of our sales directors when this webinar concludes to talk about how you can access this. IAMS also offers a complimentary marketing analysis for the advisors that we work with that are looking to explore new sales ideas and programs. Whether you're new to the industry or a seasoned producer, the free assessment can help you boost your business with insights on your website, digital presence, branding, and current marketing activities, as well as recommendations on trusted vendors for everything from lead generation to seminars and social content. Again, reach out to one of your sales directors to get the ball rolling. Now we did founded IAMS Wealth several years ago, and what we've done is grow this division of IAMS very organically. We've helped advisors become IARs and pass the Series 65 at a very successful clip. Once you've registered, IAMS Wealth will bring great value to your practice with an incredibly competitive fee structure for both you and your clientele. We have great technology and a great investment platform. This has been a major growth sector of our business, and assets under management could be a major growth sector for your business as well. And next, qualifying is also open for the next incentive trip with SILAC to Park City, Utah, August the 2nd through the 5th of this year. $2 million in paid SILAC FIA premium now through April 30th gets you and a guest on the list for this mountain adventure. So be sure to call your sales director today for all the details and to check your current points standing. Next, we have the Life and Annuity Academy. Now, these are 3-day trainings that are an excellent opportunity for our agents who are looking for new ways to grow their business. IAM's all expense paid academies give you an opportunity to learn from our top producers. They'll go over the marketing strategies they've used to get from the bottom to the top. It also gives you a chance to speak with your peers in the industry from all over the country. I would highly recommend that you do get registered. We will be making an announcement once the next academy will be held. And finally, make sure, if you haven't already, make sure you follow us and like us on both Facebook and LinkedIn. And of course, if you have any questions on any of the information that you hear today, feel free to reach out to me here. Numbers on the screen, 800-255-5055. And with that, I am going to turn you over to Dan Galena, who is with Ocean View and going to be discussing these new products.
Thank you very much, Sergio. If you can.
Yes, sir.
Let's see if we can. All right. Share my screen. Can you see my screen, Sergio?
Yes, sir.
Full view? Fantastic, fantastic. Well, first off, thank you so much for allowing me to join your call and be able to share Ocean View's new product called CapLock. But let me first start off by saying thank you very much for everyone that is on the call with us today who did business with Ocean View in 2025. Another great year for Ocean View. Had a lot of great success both in sales and our fixed index annuity as well as our MIGAs. And just want to say thank you from everyone at Ocean View that you have the confidence to continue to offer Ocean View products to your clients as being part of their overall portfolio. We're going to talk today about CapLock, our brand new fixed index annuity, as Sergio had mentioned. It launched on December 19th. And my game plan is really to walk you through the product and not only share with you how the product looks and feels, but give you some ideas to walk away with on how you can position this with your clients today. Get past the disclosures. So our agenda today is we'll talk just briefly about Ocean View. We'll talk about the overview of the product. Then we'll talk about product positioning and next steps and share with you ways that we can continue to assist you in growing your business. The Ocean View difference. For those of you who are not familiar with Ocean View, and I'm going to make the assumption most of you are familiar with Ocean View. We're an A-rated company by AM Best with great financial strength, located in Denver, Colorado. We've got our office downtown. We do business in 48 states, all states except for New York and Vermont. And I believe Vermont will be coming on board very shortly, but no intention to do business in New York in the near future. If you haven't been to Denver and you'd love to come out or want to come back to Denver, keep us in mind. We are probably going to be putting together some due diligence trips for 2026. It won't be like the trip that Salak had, but it would give you an opportunity to come out to Denver, kind of kick the tires, meet with all of our senior leaders, and possibly take in either a baseball game or another sporting event. Keep your eye out for that. And I know that we'll be inviting our top producers to come out to the home office and meet everyone and have the opportunity to ask questions and see where the future of Ocean View is going. As far as our financial strength, really strong financials. As you can see, we continue to grow at a good pace. We've been doing business since 2020, and we're on a great pace, and we're setting a good pace as well. Not growing too fast, but growing fast enough to keep up with the amount of business we're getting. I would say that, when I talk to my counterparts at other carriers, they're really surprised about how much growth we've had in 5 years. And our projections for the next 5 years are to be much greater than you see right here, of course, but we're on the right path. We've got $12 billion in assets. Our risk-based capital is at 391, one of the highest in the industries, and you can see we've got plenty of cash. So from a financial standpoint, very strong company. If any of you are looking at alert scores, you probably notice that Ocean View's alert score is much higher than most of the largest carriers out there in the annuity world today. And that just goes back to the great financial strength and the great team that we have managing our portfolio, both for the general account and for the holding company. As far as our product suite, as many of you are probably familiar, we've got our Harborview MIGA, which is our our go-to product available through the IMO distribution. You may not be familiar, but we do have Sky Harborview, which is our MYGA, which is available to bank and broker-dealer advisors. And then we've got our Harborview Fixed Indexed Annuity, which is open to all channels, both IMO and the financial institutions. And that's really been our simple story for the last 4 years. We've gone out and we have just continued to tell that same story day after day and seeing sales consistently grow, and in some cases significantly grow, especially when it comes to our Harborview Fixed Indexed Annuity. We were on a pace that we were doubling sales every year. We came close in 2025 to doubling sales again, but we didn't get it. But can't continue to double every year. But I think with the addition of our new product, which we're going to talk about today, Cap Lock, which will be our fixed indexed annuity, our new product available for IMO distribution, and soon to have its version available for banks and broker dealers coming out shortly. We're going to continue to build out our portfolio. As you can see, we've got 2 new products coming. Our floating rate fixed annuity is scheduled for launch the first week of April. I don't want to give a lot of details on that now. Let's stay focused on Cap Lock, but keep your eye out for a webinar from IMS talking about that product. It will be a true fixed annuity, not a MYGA, which will give the client the benefit of rising interest and better rates. And then, we have been talking for a long time about having a bonus fixed index annuity, and we're going to have one by the middle of 2026. We'll have that on our portfolio. For those of you that's been in the industry for as long as I have, you know that bonus products have been around for a long time, and there's always a place for a bonus product. And we want to make sure that we've got a bonus product in our suite of products. So when you need a bonus product, you can look at Ocean View for that solution as well. But our focus today is to talk about Cap Lock. So let's take a look at the product overview of our Cap Lock product. And what you're going to find is we continue to have a very simple story. In fact, if you're familiar with our Harborview Fixed Index Annuity, you sold it, you're going to see that the packaging is very similar. The chassis or the undercarriage, if you're thinking about a car, is very similar, if not almost the same. And that is, we're going to have a single premium, deferred annuity. The guaranteed periods or the surrender periods will be 5 and 7 years for this product. We issue up to age 89 and 364 days on the 5-year product, and issue up to age 84 and 364 days on the 7-year product. So as long as the client hasn't turned 90 or 85, we'll issue. Single premium, as I mentioned, the minimum is $20,000 for both qualified and non-qualified. You have a 10% free withdrawal starting the 2nd year, and that's on account value. I will note that this is not RMD friendly, so all withdrawals start the 2nd year. And for additional liquidity, you have the nursing home confinement waiver along with a terminal illness waiver. So not a lot of bells and whistles, very simple story, easy to explain to a client, not a lot of moving parts. And then we take a look at what are the strategies. We continue with that very simple story, easy to explain to clients. We've got the S&P 500, NASDAQ 100, and the Russell 2000, all in an annual point-to-point cap. We build out the S&P 500 with an annual point-to-point participation rate, along with a 2-year point-to-point with participation rate, monthly average with a cap rate. And then we've got our 2 low volatility strategies also tied to the S&P 500, a 5% excess return and a 10% excess return. And if you'd like to offer low volatility strategies, but kind of steered away because of the bespoke indexes that come out that haven't had any performance, I really would highlight the S&P 500 daily risk control 10% excess return. That has now 16 years of live data, so nothing back tested. That's the actual, you can actually see the actual performance of 16 years. And the 10-year performance on this, the last time I checked, was right around 7.7%. So when you think about offering that inside a fixed index annuity, and we're looking to get better performance, this may be a way to do it. And pairing that up with a couple of our other strategies could be a real sweet spot for your client to get tax deferred growth and get better performance as a safe money alternative. Let's go into the Cap Lock feature, because that's really what the differentiator is on this product. And this is the opportunity to give the client the same cap rate through the whole surrender period, whether it be 5 or 7 years. And what OceanView is elected to do is to offer it on all 3 index strategies. So the S&P 500, the NASDAQ 100, and the Russell 2000 all will have a rate guarantee for the term. So no need to, if I put my client in there, no need to have to worry about renewals, not have to worry about what's happening in the market. Will caps rates slide? Is there an opportunity for insurance companies to say, like, hey, you know what, we can put the squeeze on the client, we can lower caps. None of those games that many of us fear, that would not happen with cap lock, because you're going to have the same rate every year. 2 caveats. Caveat number 1 is you need to put as much premium as you want into one of these strategies at issue. You cannot make additions to it or make reallocations in the future. And second, if you decide to allocate out of one of these strategies, let's just say I have $100,000 and I put all $100,000 into the S&P cap lock on day 1, and year 3 I say I want to move out, but year 4 I want to go back in. Unfortunately, when you move out, you cannot go back in. So all premium that you want in day 1, and if you move out, you can't go back into the strategies. Other than that, you get the same cap rate all years. And one thing I'll point out when it comes to renewals on OceanView is right now, when we look at all our entire portfolio, and we take a look at what the renewals have been on our regular cap rates since 2020, we're at 97.3% of all policies have gotten the same cap rate on renewal as they did at issue, and 13% of those policies had an increasing cap rate from what they originally got at issue. So our renewal integrity is very good, but I know in this marketplace, people are looking for safety, and this is going to be a product that's going to give them the safety they want. So let's take a look at rates. So we'll start off on the left-hand side at the upper left-hand corner. You'll see this is our guaranteed cap rates. So in the S&P 500, we've got a 5-year 8% cap rate. That'll be 8% for all 5 years. If I have a little longer duration and I go 7 years, it'll be 8.25%. And if you match it up where we are in the marketplace against our competitors, we're close to either 25 or 50 basis points ahead of all of our competitors. That was the last time I checked Annuity Rate Watch. So at this point, OceanView is the leader in S&P 500 annual point-to-point with a cap lock or a rate lock for all years. We are the leader at this point. NASDAQ 100, we're at 750 and 7.75, depending if you take the 5 or the 7. Majority of our competitors, when they use the NASDAQ, are using a low volatility strategy versus a true cap strategy. So we have a true cap strategy with a 7.5 or 7.5 or 7.75, and then the Russell 2000 will also match 7.5 or 7.75. Now you do have the option of using the non-guaranteed caps, and you'll see the rates there for the S&P, the NASDAQ, the Russell, and all the other strategies we have. They're 25 basis points above the guaranteed cap. Let's talk a little bit about positioning of the product, because I think that's probably what's going to be most important to most of you. You understand the product, it's fairly simple, but how can I position this with my clients? Well, myself, along with the sales team, kind of brainstormed a few ideas, and I'll be honest with you, if you've got another way to position this, you reach out to Sergio. We'd love to hear how else you would like to position cap lock. We're not saying we're the experts, you're the experts, but here's some ideas that we came up with. First off, MYGA alternative. We know that we've seen interest rates come down, and a lot of us like the 5-year MYGA, but maybe the 5-year MYGA is not getting the performance that I could get in a 5-year fixed index annuity, but I want to get away from the concern about, as I said before, if we had any decrease in cap rates based on what happens in the marketplace. I get the same duration as a 5-year MYGA, but I have the opportunity for greater returns. And at an 8% cap rate, I might have much greater returns depending on what happens over those 5 years than I would in a 5-year MYGA. Same idea with the CD alternative. We know a lot of clients like CDs, especially as they get into the older ages, and the 5-year is also another sweet spot for them. They want to lock in for a long period of time when they don't need the funds. And the advantages, of course, of using cap lock, not only for greater returns, but I also now have tax deferred growth, no 1099 at the end of the year. I have liquidity, as many of the banks would say on a 5-year CD, the only liquidity you have is interest earned. Here you'd have 10% of your contract value, so more liquidity for the client, along with the nursing home and terminal illness waiver for full access to the contract value. And if the unfortunate event happened of death, using cap lock and a fixed index annuity would provide no probate, so that money would go right to the heirs. The next one, the no risk and a no risk product, that was, that goes back to the discussion of like, I don't have to go back to my clients and talk about cap renewal. I know I'm going to have the same cap rate for the 5 or 7 years. No concerns about renewals, no concerns about having the conversation of, my cap rate came down and, maybe the performance is the same. So I've got a no risk product, which is a fixed index annuity, and now I've got no risk with cap renewals. And then asset allocation, the opportunity to really mix and match. Maybe I like using the S&P for the cap lock, but I do want my clients to have access and participate in the NASDAQ. But I'm not going to use the locked rate of the cap lock on NASDAQ. I'm just going to take what is the current rate. And I can mix and match and have some money in the cap lock, some outside, and actually build out a mini asset allocation model for the client, which I would say makes you look like the true expert you are. You could say, you know what, based on where I see the market going, we're gonna lock in the caps with S&P, and we're gonna put some money here. We're gonna use a little volatility strategy, and this allocation model is gonna actually give you greater performance. So some of the questions that have come up, like why would I use cap lock over the Harborview Fixed Indexed Annuity? Of course, we keep repeating our message, but concerned about cap renewal. Easier story for the client, especially if you've been talking to your clients who have been buying MYGAs or CDs or looking for consistent returns year over year. We can offer that now with cap lock. You get the same cap rate year over year. It's the same story, just like you're selling a MYGA. Mr. and Mrs. Client, the MYGA is going to give you a 4.65 rate for all 5 years. You can say this one's going to give you an 8% or 8.25 cap for all 5 or 7 years. The opportunity to use both, maybe doing a laddering strategy. Maybe I use the 5-year cap lock, but my client has a longer time horizon. I have the option to then use the 10-year Harborview Fixed Indexed Annuity as maybe a laddering option, or maybe a split ticket. Maybe I use a portion of the money goes into cap lock, and then I use the Harborview Fixed Indexed Annuity, which will have higher cap rates for another portion of the money. So I can have the option of having guaranteed cap rate for a portion of it and non-guaranteed, but with higher caps on the other products. So split ticket. And of course, laddering income is always an option. Many of our clients as they get older, are concerned about needing income for life, and that is why there's so many sales going into the income riders. But for the client that's unsure, what if we could just use cap lock and say in 5 years or in 7 years, let's revisit where we are. And at that time, if we need to, we'll look at what is the best income rider on the street, and we'll go out and get that. But why pay for fees on something you may not use? And that would be the option of using cap lock for the short term for accumulation and the guaranteed of caps until we find out whether the client really needs an income stream for life. So what are some of the action steps? So if I was sitting across from you as a wholesaler or marketer, my thought is, let's review your book. Do we have upcoming renewals? Whether it be MYGA renewals, CDs my clients have coming due, other fixed index annuities. Where's the low-hanging fruit in my book of business today that I can go out and I can talk to my clients on their annual meeting and say, hey, I've got another option for you. Just met with Ocean View. They've got a brand new product called Cap Lock, and I think this would be a great strategy for us to take a look at and move some of your money to here. How many clients will you meet over the next 3 weeks? And could I ask for 3 sales? Can I ask for if you're looking to sell fixed index annuities for accumulation, can Ocean View ask for you to position our product, and can we shoot for 3 sales? Do you have clients concerned about volatility? A lot going on in the marketplace. Yes, the market's going up, but there's a lot of tension in the world, and I know people get concerned that they're not sure what's going to happen in the marketplace. If we're concerned about volatility, maybe a 5-year fixed index annuity is a good position. Core cap rate renewals, we've kind of talked about that. Of course, the accumulation model, the safe money alternative. When I think about where the safe money is, I've always used this visualization when meeting with my clients, and that was a train. We always think about the engine being up front, right? That's where I've got the most power. That's where probably I'm going to be most aggressive, right? And as I move back through the train, I've got all the different cars, but no one really talks about the caboose. And when I would sit down with my clients, I would ask, "Where's your caboose money?" And they would say, "What's that? I don't understand that." And that was, where's the safe money that you don't plan to spend, but you don't want to lose? And those are the dollars I want to talk to you about when it comes to offering annuity, when it comes to offering Ocean View Cap Lock for accumulation. So our ask from Ocean View is to please make Ocean View your accumulation solution, whether it be our MIGA, it is our Harborview Fixed Indexed Annuity, or our new Ocean View Cap Lock product. We want to be your accumulation solution. There are a lot of fantastic companies out there that offer income riders and other strategies. Always come back to, our goal is for you to always come back to Ocean View for accumulation. We've got a great sales team. If you have questions, Sergio's an amazing person, fantastic expertise. But if you said, I just want to get on the phone with somebody at Ocean View to kind of pick their brain about maybe the company, the product, positioning, other sales ideas, marketing materials, ads, whatever it may be, you've got a fantastic team in Denver there to assist you. Depending on what territory you fall into, this will be your wholesaler. I welcome you to reach out to them if they haven't reached out to you, if there's anything you need from the standpoint of Ocean View. And finally, I want to thank you again. For those of you who've done business with Ocean View, thank you very much for your business. For the rest of you, thank you very much for your time today. Thank you for listening to the story. And I look forward to one day meeting all of you. And thank you for your business in person. And I'll turn it back to you, Sergio.
Thank you, Dan. Definitely appreciated that presentation. I know what I'm going to be doing when I get off this webinar. So yeah, that concludes our presentation. Again, thank you everybody for taking the time out of your day to join us, and we'll talk soon. Bye, everybody.